Hey everybody, um, gonna be sitting here for the next few minutes here. Just have you join me while I ink a panel here from my upcoming Chango graphic novel. So yeah, spend a few minutes with me as I ink, and I generally just palaver. So holding this with my hand, so try to make it as steady as I can. But yeah, so right now I'm using a Micron 1 to ink these middle ground figures here. These figures on the outside here were done with a Micron 3. And the reason for that is that when you're inking comics, the figures in the foreground should be the boldest. They should be either in shadow or have the thickest outlines on them. It helps to create a sense of depth to the work. And kind of gives that impression of atmosphere. So this here is a detailed scene here. There's a little crowd. There's our main character here is speaking to them, and they're not reacting too positively to what's going on. He's acting a little odd and strange. His mom is here with her 2 kids. She's looking at him like, what the heck is wrong with you? Little boy here is pointing at him like, dude, for real? Making a little girl cry over here. So I don't know what our main character's up to, huh? He seems to have lost his marble here. So anyway, as you can see here in this particular style that I'm using is a little bit more graphical, a little bit more I would say cartoony, and what it is that I normally do, even though I am a cartoonist. My style tends to be a little bit more semi-realistic. And I use a lot of line and texture and stuff like that. But with this particular style here, what I'm trying to do is create line work and then use shadow in order to create the contrast. And it's a pretty higher contrast style, as you can see here. But so with these things, these little small figures, because they are smaller, you have to try to create reactions in their body gestures and in the way the body language is, because a little bit harder to tell in the reactions just based upon their facial expressions, because it's they're drawn so small. But you try to do that. You try to convey what you can. This one here, he's got his arms out. One is kind of open a little bit, kind of like, whoa, hold back, kid. Whereas this one is kind of resting, like, almost like he's getting ready for a defensive kind of stance in case the kid does something that he needs to defend his pregnant wife from. So those are all little things like that you can use in storytelling. I guess that's really what I enjoy. Very much like a guy like Brian Hitch. He really enjoys telling stories more than anything, but he realizes that people also like to look at pretty pictures. And I'm not saying my pictures are as pretty as Brian Hitch's, because he is an amazing draftsman. I am using a different style, as I had stated, but he really his art is just a way of telling the stories that are in his head. So he wants to always convey that in his particular style, that cinematic style. So and then this one here, it's just, like I'm saying, just all gestures and things like that. So it's kind of a crowded scene here, and hope you can see that. I think I blocked out that. So this right here is the Chango graphic novel art, coming out soon. I've hit some delays in it. I'll hopefully be able to get this out for crowdfunding pretty soon. Waiting for some coloring to come back, some lettering of pages and that sort of thing. So that's what I'm doing with that. Forgot to ink this hand here, so now I'm going back to that 0.3 because this hand is in the foreground here. Alright, well, that's all I really wanted to film real quick here. If you like this video, I'll be posting more videos like this, talking about some other things, but please don't forget to share, subscribe if you want, and keep an eye out. Make sure you press the notification bell so you can keep up with the new videos that I post. Alright, anyway, thank you very much, guys and gals. You have a great day. And please keep a lookout for Chango the Broken Veil. Coming to you soon. Bye-bye. From El Guapo Comics.